it after the pick six. Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they run with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now Prescott. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Again, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now the Bengals on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again, Prescott. Forced out to his left. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. The toss play to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Mixon, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Mixon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right near the 39. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. First down, Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
And here's Marshall. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Here we go. Leopard.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. A win would be their first of the young season. And tough starting field position here. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many